Hey guys, Running Kimono here. So today's video, we're going to talk about Ibotta. I know that last night on social media about, I'm going to say 24. So I saw 24 different content makers who are influencers get their accounts deactivated by Ibotta and like what's going on. Because this wasn't like one or two. This was like, I think like 24 plus I saw yesterday with my own eyes. And it was all happening like dominoes, like one after another after another. So we're going to talk about this a little bit. And I know that a lot of you who are just regular shoppers, your account is probably okay. But we're going to talk about like if you ever get deactivated or locked out of your account, like how to get it back into good standings. And often with influencers, if you get like, 20 signups a day, I'm being generous there. It just flags irregularity, so they want to have an audit. They want to know who you are and like what's going on, because it's an automated computer that runs the software. So whenever there's bugs, they have to cover themselves, so they'll of course deactivate or lock you out. So if you get deactivated, what happens is you can't actually get back into your account. This email will pop up, and you will also get an email from Ibotta saying we deactivated your account either temporarily or permanently for violating Ibotta's terms of use. So you can click that to read the novel of their terms of use. If you feel you've received this email in error, please contact us at accountsupport@ibotta.com, the Ibotta team. So there it is. If you've received this, you have to get in touch with that email because you're locked out. I would recommend not to shop. And just to leave it as is, because, that's what's going on. And because I audited like maybe, I've been with them for about 6 years, and probably once a year I get audited. And like, usually when I recommend for people to sign up for Ibotta is when I do the Walmart hauls, but I haven't been doing that lately because of the pandemic. I'm staying home and, being extra socially distant with Walmart. But it's just one of these things. It's super uber frustrating, but just write to them. And from my experience is I usually send a very positive email. I explain my situation, and then I ask for some assistance in a very like, could you please help me out? I really need some help. I love this app. Just the sort of language of please help me out. And typically guys, within like a week, I usually get my account reinstated. I had a friend over on Instagram last year, and she was so hysterical. She's like, I don't know what I'm going to do without Ibotta in my life. Like, she was so upset. And I walked her through it, and within 6 hours, they reinstated her account. So there you have it. And I know like for average shoppers or for people like me who are influencers, it just happens. It's part of their safety guard and their protocol. They're doing some sort of new update too, where the app is going to look a little bit different. And they've invited certain people to join this new Ibotta. Like it's some sort of like, different tiers of awesomeness where you're going to get like extra points and stuff. I never got invited to that, so I can't really speak upon that, but I've seen it on social media that bigger influencers have been invited to this new tier of something they're working on. They've just changed around the app, and they do that every year, guys, so this isn't like a big mystery or anything like that. So just to get back to the point, if you do get locked out or audited, be super, super nice and positive, and don't use strong language. Like, I know this is super frustrating, especially if you have like $100+ in your account and you're like, oh my gosh. It is very frustrating, but I think you catch, like that old saying, you catch a lot more bees with honey than vinegar. So try and be positive, kind, and sometimes in the most like, you think it's an unfair situation, you have to really summons that coolness and say, hey, could you help me out? I really need some help, and just be super uber positive, and pepper it with language like please, thank you, I would greatly appreciate any guidance, and that usually goes a really long way. Like I said, a lady on social media I helped out, she had it reinstated in 6 hours. So sometimes being super nice really helps out. And like I said yesterday, I saw 24 accounts get like deactivated, so they might have a bit of a queue of a 1 to 2 week wait to get your account reinstated. I would recommend not to shop during that period and just let it cool down. So hopefully this video was somewhat helpful, and if you're going through this, I'm really sorry, but it just happens once a year to most of us, and you just have to just play it cool, and sometimes that's easier said than done. but I can't recommend it enough to be really kind in your email to them, and don't use any profanity. Just be very professional. And my understanding is that usually within a week, sometimes 2 weeks if they're really busy, they will get back to you guys. So as always, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.